Okay, I'm sorry. So I'll try to restart this story. So, as the title of the stream slash videos suggests, I am coming down from a acid trip, and I was on the come up at a techno dance club. I don't particularly care for techno. I don't have an issue with it by any means, but I don't have any techno in my playlists, and as a genre, I think I preferred the more melodic, groovy stuff. But there's just something about that music, man, that beats, like, I don't know, dude. What time is it? What time is it? It's 9 a.m. The party ended at 5, and like, I still just want to dance. And all that's left from the acid is a little bit of a very tiny bit of visual trippiness, but I'm sure that's going to be gone by the time the stream is over. I just feel so much more comfortable moving my body, like, and I feel as if before, in terms of my body and also my my character, I was just holding a lot back. I made a joke earlier that my throat kind of hurts because I was trying to talk over the music, but also trying to restrain my voice because my voice is pretty deep. And something about speaking with my natural deepness and resonance in public makes me a little nervous or insecure, like people are gonna look at me and think that I'm flaunting my voice or trying to make a scene or whatever, but that's just completely ridiculous. If that's how I sound, that's how I sound, you know? My apologies, I kind of forgot where I was going with that. Give me a moment. Yeah, I'm sorry. So I just had this really unhealthy tendency of just treating the words of other people like that's where my value comes from. You know, like everyone else is God and I am at their whim, so to speak. And this goes back into the previous point about me realizing that I have to believe in something. I'm realizing now that I'm not really going to be able to function if I live in a world is just the things that we see, you know, like nothing really has meaning. I feel like I would just end up going insane, or perhaps destroying myself. So I have to believe in something, and I think in the past I never consciously acknowledged it, but I just felt like my validation had to come from other people, and it wasn't the case that it starts from within, and then you see other people who confirm that, you know? I think usually I'm not able to type this word fast enough. And that's why situations in the past where assaultable lady, yo, that's crazy. But yeah, I think that's why situations in the past where someone rejected me hurt so hard, because, you know, imagine being rejected by your mom or your dad, you know, someone who you expect to be able to lean on for support, and they say, no, I want nothing to do with you, or you're not worth it, or you have to do more, or something like that. It was kind of akin to that, because that's how have my relationship set up with other people. Very inappropriate. Like I was just making everyone else my master. I really hope this makes sense. Admittedly, I haven't been the most cohesive these past few hours. I really like this game. It's satisfying to gun. Oh. Okay, I don't recall that part. But I'm sorry. I like this game. It's satisfying to gun down zombies, but well, the but is I never really cared to play this game that much. And it's also taking up space on my SSD, so I figured we would stream it one last time and then uninstall it. I'm not sure if do I usually go this way? Yeah, tragically I am not able to type the word hemorrhoids while high. And we'll just use our second Molotov. I think more often than not I just let these things go to waste anyway. But I'm sorry, it's satisfying to just gun down zombies, of course. That's fun in pretty much every game that has them. But I really enjoy the added finesse of having to type out all the words. Oh no! Damn it, I was pressing L. And this gum has already lost its flavor. And that was a gold frog. I've never picked that up yet. Okay. I think if no, unfortunate. But yeah, I think if this makes it into a video, I might start this probably from a few minutes before right now. I'm feeling a lot more comfortable speaking. But in the heat of the moment, I just can't describe it. There's just something about that techno groove and my moving to it as the backdrop for all of the other things that happened while I was at the club. You know, nothing crazy, but I don't know. I'm just thinking about the groove of the music and the rest of the night, and it got me thinking that maybe the reason my life isn't where it should be is because I'm not really the person that I ought to be yet. And that's the seed, so to speak. Because I'm not really convinced that everything is as cut and dry as it looks. Like, you do this, you get that sort of thing. You work, you'll get it. You know, like a dry perspective of the world that I think most people have to some extent. There's nothing wrong with that, but I think there's an added aspect where I'm not experiencing success because I haven't really embraced myself. Amirku, hello. You're just in time to watch me die to this boss, I think. I'm sorry, I kind of lost my train of thought. I'm probably gonna say this like 5 more times. Like just as this whole story with the dance club. But anyway, man, out of respect for modesty, I'm not gonna go through all the things that I think I should believe about myself. But I'm definitely not giving myself enough credit, and I need to just be more comfortable in my own skin and not be so insecure and want validation from others, because I think if you are the type of person where you think that that's where your value comes from, you're just naturally not going to get it, and you're going to have to realize that that's the mistake that you were making. Oh, sure thing. Yeah, how dare you talk in my chat? That's not what it's there for, you know. But yeah, I think a lot of my failures when it comes to relationships is essentially based in that me just being way too needy, and me expecting the other person to acknowledge me, and then, you know, and then I can feel satisfied knowing that I am a valuable person because this person decided to acknowledge me and be my friend and give me their Instagram handle or whatever. But I think, you know, with getting left on red by people when I try to hit them up, or trying to set things up with people and it not working out, me trying to speak to people in person and them just not being receptive to me at all, I think that's kind of pushed me to have to accept that more base things like, you know, some people will like you, some other people will not. You may not set the best first impression. You know, you make mistakes. You know, that sort of stuff. But also, on like a deeper level, I think me just not getting that validation from these other people has kind of forced me to look within and wonder why, when I don't get that validation, it hurts so bad. Hope that makes sense. I think for someone who's coming down off LSD, I'm pretty cohesive, so I'm gonna need you to say that you understand everything I'm saying. Please and thank you. Lending to my point of me needing other people's approval. Okay. Exhibitionist? And yeah, I think I would just be... I'll be so much more successful in life when I just stop... when I just stop neglecting myself, the things that I should have. Like these mental luxuries that I should have, right? Like not needing those sorts of things from other people. And not that like if someone doesn't give me those things, that I want something bad to happen to them, or that, you know... Sorry, let me backtrack. A lot of times when people bring up authenticity and being yourself, they kind of bring that up with the add-on of just being a dick or being problematic needlessly. And I think that is a perversion of authenticity. I think it's a weird thing when people are cross with each other, you know? So when I say authentic, I just mean like... I just mean like embracing myself and being comfortable in my skin, and also in my own mind, and just understanding that I really don't need any particular person to say anything good about me. Like I have to cultivate that within myself first, and then other people will confirm it, you know? Also, I think we're down like 4 lives. I think we've had to press continue like 3 or 4 times already. I was tooting my own horn a bit earlier, saying that I'm doing surprisingly well, but I don't know. This might be a reset earlier than we think. So I made a point a few minutes ago that I have to believe in something. I have to believe in something. I do sincerely believe that God is real, because this world is very difficult to cope with without that being the case. You know, if there's no meaning, no rhyme, no reason, it's just that clashes with, you know, just the trials that we have to deal with every day, and also our own desire for meaning. So I have to believe in something. Which animal is poisonous? I'm assuming their response is not Caucasians. Sorry, hold on. Which one is sticky tape? Sorry, this one's a bit more difficult because I have to read it. Which is best served cold? Vanilla. Dude, what? It should just be yogurt, bro. It's 2 whole words. It's vanilla yogurt, not just yogurt. It's ridiculous. Which is a Greek god? Cupid? No, it's Morpheus. Which rhymes with go? Old, does so not rhyme with go? Hello? Oh my god. Which is a good salad? Chef's salad. Which can't you buy at a store? Plutonium. Or at least not at any store of mine. But I'm sorry, so I made a point earlier, you know, I have to believe in something, and I was thinking back to a verse from the Bible. I don't know where it is, but it essentially says, a man cannot have 2 masters. You will surely hate one and prefer the other. Meaning that a man can't, like, you can't worship 2 gods, right? Or perhaps quite literally, you can't have 2 masters, but I was just saying, like, I can't. So with that in mind, I was just relating that to the story that I was telling of, you know, me wanting validation from people. Like, I was treating other people like they were God, so to speak. Like, just letting them dictate my value. And that really clashes with a lot of the things that I want out of life. Like, me being the kind of person I want to be, kind of demand. Well, no, it does absolutely demand me dictating my own value. And perhaps in direct contrast to circumstances, how things seem. Oh jeez, I'm sorry. Well, no, I think that's the entire point. Yeah, I think that's the entire point. I think that makes sense. Oh, but dude, so like this dance club, right? This dance club, right? So I was saying, what time is it? Okay, okay, dude, it's almost 10 a.m., right? The party ended at 5 a.m. and like, I've just stopped dancing, like before the stream started. I was just in my room, you know? I was just in my room, just jumping up and down, like running back and forth, and I just felt so much energy, and I was feeling the bass from the groove, even though there was no music playing, and I felt so free and strong and powerful in my own skin, and that sensation stayed even as the visuals from the acid went away. And I'm gonna speak on something later, to hopefully hammer home the point that it's not just the drugs talking. But anyway, I was dancing in my room, and I felt so much freedom, and I felt so much security, and I also felt that I was really holding myself back by just not acknowledging who I am and what I'm supposed to be. And you know, I recently moved, yeah? And one of the impetuses for that, or part of the impetus for that move, was me getting a astrology and tarot reading. And the guy doing the reading, one of the things he said was that I really need to cultivate some healthy narcissism. Like, I really need to toot my own horn a little more. Like, I may not have to actually say anything endearing about myself to others, but I need to have like a greater sense of personal value.